Hear me and hear me well, ladies. My critics and detractors. It is not a man's job to make you happy. It is not a husband's job to make you happy. That is a lie from the pit of hell, and I rebuke it. I
I
rebuke it. It is
rebuke.
not our job. That is not our job description. It is our job to protect, provide, prophesy, teach. It is not our job to make you happy. You want to be happy? Eat a chocolate chip cookie, watch a movie, uh, pet a puppy. It is not our job to make you happy.
I'm good. How are you?
Good. How old are you?
32.
All right. What's your question, comment, or concern?
Um, my question is basically I am not well, this is basically a statement first. I'm not looking for a high value man. Um, I just never been picky. I've
Get my likes
never
up, people. What are you looking for?
I'm just looking for someone that makes me happy and I can make them happy. Um
It's called a canine or a feline. Which one do you want?
um
People take work. Buy a dog.
I know I mean
I'm gonna ask you
I
some
said
questions. Do you have any
yes,
children?
yes I do.
How
Yes,
many?
I have two little girls.
Both by the same man?
Yes.
How long were you guys together?
Probably about 3 years.
Why didn't you guys get married?
Um, he wants to be with me. But it was very toxic. It just didn't work out. I
What?
was I was really young.
What?
I was really young.
No.
When I
Why didn't
met him.
you get married?
Why didn't
He wanted to marry you, but you had his babies, but you didn't want to marry him.
Yes, because of
Uh huh.
how he treated me.
Oh,
Um,
you mean before he shot up the club and you had his babies?
right,
Hmm.
right.
See, I find it funny that you want to have somebody that's going to be so nice to you, make you happy, you make them happy, that you let a guy impregnate you twice and he wants to marry you, but yet you running out the door.
Yeah,
Meep, meep.
but he doesn't, and that's the thing. I don't want to be with him because he doesn't make me happy. He did.
See,
He did.
listen, 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 listen. You ready? Ready? How old are you
Yes,
again?
32.
I don't give a shit if you're happy. You're a mama twice. The world does not need to suffer you. You decided to lay down and have one, two different children. Happiness ain't on the menu at the restaurant you're eating at. Duty, responsibility, and honor are. The man wants to be with you. Be happy after you do your duty.
So you're saying
I said
it?
exactly what I'm saying. French toast your happiness. Make a family with the man you made babies with.
It's
Happy?
like it's
Happy?
like
Now, before she cries, understand them. She said the man wants to marry her.
I just it's like I listen to you. I watch you all the time, and I think about it all the time. Like, should I just stay with him? Should I just at this point? It's like I just have to settle
You
because,
have to do what?
like you,
Settle?
yeah, because at this point, like you said, I watch you all the time, so I know you're saying like you're 32, you have two children. It's like it's over for you. You know, I hear you say that all the time.
Settle
It's
for
like
the man you decided to have. You made a conscious decision to have two children with the man. So let's play it the opposite way, shall we? For all my critics and detractors are going to say, she's about to cry. He's saying, you don't care. Let's play it the opposite way. 54% of black men are single and childless, 61% in the middle class. You're looking for a stepfather. 30% of men are already married. 16% of men are responsible for 80% of the children. So You'd be looking for a man in that 54%, a stepfather, a man with no children. Why should a man who is childless come take on another man's two daughters?
Well, I've
Listen,
always
two
stated.
daughters, right?
Mhm,
Right,
mhm.
and that father wants to be with you. The father of his children wants to be with you, so that man is going to have some feelings. Do you understand the situation that a man would be stepping into? He'd be going into a situation with two children who are females, with an active father who still wants to be with the mother of the children. Do you want to have any more children?
I really don't, and that's the what
Thank
I was
you.
gonna
The
say.
man doesn't
What I
even
was
get any
gonna
kids.
no, I was gonna what I was gonna say. I don't, but if I find someone that makes me happy, I don't mind having
Make your
more
damn self
children.
happy, ma'am. Happiness is not what happiness is not. Hear me and hear me well, ladies. My critics and detractors. It is not a man's job to make you happy. It is not a husband's job to make you happy. That is a lie from the pit of hell, and I rebuke it. I
I
rebuke it. It is
rebuke.
not our job. That is not our job description. It is our job to protect, provide, prophesy, teach. It is not our job to make you happy. You want to be happy? Eat a chocolate chip cookie, watch a movie, uh, pet a puppy. It is not our job to make you happy.
So what are y'all's
I
job?
just told you protection, provision.
But that makes you happy. Protection. That makes me happy. That
No,
you
happiness comes from within.
yeah, that too.
This is why y'all need to stop having babies because that's the problem. You had kids, and now it is forever going to change how you come into the marketplace. It reduces your sexual marketplace value. And it is difficult, if not impossible, to go out and expect a man to come and be a husband to you, a stepfather to two children, have to get out here and fight the world and turn around and make you happy. What in the hell are you bringing to that man to overcome all of that he can't get from a single childless woman?
And what if I want to be with a
See,
man that
you
already
answer a
has
question with the
children?
question is disingenuous, class. How does that work? They never want to answer the question that's difficult. They want to either go past it or answer a question with a question. Please answer my question. What are you bringing to a single childless man that he cannot get from a woman who is single and childless?
I'm bringing me. I'm bringing I mean, I can have more
What can
kids.
you
I'm
bring to
30.
a man that he wants that you haven't already given to another man?
But what if he loves me? Like what if
See,
he
see,
wants
here we go again, class. Here we go again, class. When you don't answer a question or when you answer a question with the question, it is disingenuous and bad faith. I'm going to teach this one way or another. You refuse to answer the hard question because the answer is nothing. What do you have to give to a man that he wants that you have not already given to another man?
I can be submissive, I could be cooperative.
You've not been submissive and cooperative with another man? See, this is what it means to overvalue yourself. The answer is I don't have anything to give to a man that he wants that I have not already given to another man. You've given the most
Right,
valuable thing you can ever give to a man, your womb.
right.
So, ma'am, when I say it's over, it's because you've chosen.
Mm-hmm.
Take your prize and go home.
Okay.
Why should a man overlook a single childless woman who he can start his own family with, who can focus on him solely. Your man would never get you alone. Everything would have to be, you guys go out to eat dinner, it's going to be four. Every place you live, you got to have room enough for two kids. There is never a single version of you. This is what having kids outside of wedlock does, and we need to show this more often. So when you ladies choose to do this, you understand everything you're signing up for. And at the end of the day, for the people who think I'm being harsh, remember her child's father wants to be with her. She doesn't want to be with him because he doesn't make her happy.
But it's because he is unfaithful.
And you, okay, you want to go down that path? I'll go down that path with you. You want to go down that path? How many times have you cheated on him?
Never cheated on him.
Uh-huh. How many male friends do you have?
I don't have any male friends.
You on social media?
Yes, I have a social media.
Uh-huh. So if you turned your smartphone and your inboxes all over to him, there'd be no problem.
There'll
all
be no
your
problem.
media. Okay.
There'll be no problem.
He cheats. And when's the last time he cheated?
He cheated?
Mm-hmm.
Around the time when I had my babies, yeah.
Mm-hmm. How'd you find
but
out
we were
about
never.
it? How'd you find out about it? How'd you find out about it?
Well, I found out about it by women calling my phone. And
No. I want to be clear. The woman he was having sex with called your phone.
Yes. Multiple women were calling my phone.
Why?
They were calling me, telling me that he was cheating, that they were pregnant as well.
No, I don't.
Oh.
So you're saying you're dealing with a man who was dealing with women who was just calling you up saying, "Oh yeah, by the way, your baby daddy, he got me pregnant too."
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's why 16% that's why 80% of our kids come from 16% of men. Man, I hate to be, I'm gonna be honest. That's what you sign up for.
Yeah.
And I want you to understand, I'm coming at it from the single and childless 54% of men. I want you to hear how this would sound to them. Yeah, give me that job. Let me go. I want that job. I want to sign up for her and all that drama and all that trauma. Did he cheat on you after you had your first child?
Yes.
Then why'd you have a second? Yep. You signed up for it.
And so you're saying,
I'm saying, ma'am, did you not? Did you not?
Stay with him.
Did you not though? Before, so I'm saying, did you not? Did he? He showed you who he was, and you laid down and made another one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well.
And now I want to get out of the situation. I don't want.
Okay, well, get out of it, but stay by yourself. Don't
if
be.
I get out of the situation, I don't.
You get no other man.
I'm okay.
You get no other man. You can have sex, but you don't get a husband. I'm gonna just be real. You can have sex, don't get a husband. Don't get no relationship. Not with no man that's worth nothing. A man that's worth nothing ain't gonna be involved in all this. Be like, what the hell? Because see, you don't get any better than your baby daddy. So your baby daddy, if you weren't gonna marry your baby daddy, you don't get to go up in value with age and use. You don't get to go up in value with reduced sexual marketplace value. That's why my critics and detractors don't like me, because I keep telling the truth and be consistent. You don't get to all of a sudden get Prince Charming after you've been fucking around with a toad. That's what you got. Because that man has to listen, because the new man has to look and say, wait a minute, I'm an upgrade from this joker. He got 2 kids and you don't even want to have no babies. Unless he makes you happy. And you're 30 what? 30 what? 1, 2?
32.
Right. You're almost a geriatric pregnancy anyway. Let's be real. You don't want to have no more babies because you got your hands full. So this man don't even get his own kids. He got to take care of 2 kids from a toad and deal with all this toad mess. And I haven't even asked this question. How tall are you?
Ooh, okay. I am 5'6".
Dress size?
Dress size 12.
How much did you weigh the last time you weighed yourself?
I weigh 198.
Now, you know, just like I know. See?
But I'm not looking for a high value
Doesn't
man.
matter, ma'am. See this, and I want to go back to the young lady who was 29 years old. Remember, young lady, when I said your competition, y'all all think that average black men need to settle for overweight women. No.
I'm working on it. I'm doing my Pilates, like you said.
You need
I'm
to,
doing
ma'am,
I'm finna
ma'am,
start
ma'am,
doing my
ma'am, ma'am,
plant-based
ma'am, 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 ma'am. You picked your baby daddy.
be with my baby daddy. Okay.
You picked he's not your husband. He's your baby daddy. You picked him. And I hope you understand, as an advocate for men, why I don't think it would be fair to ask a single childless man to come in here into such a chaotic situation with a woman who has nothing new to offer him, who's not even, you know, what you would say, I'm working on it. So it's not even that target. Doesn't get any kids out of the deal. I'm struggling. You may be a perfectly nice and lovely person, but there has to be a value proposition for a man to take on such liability and risk. What are you bringing to the proverbial table that outshines all the other women who have fewer liabilities and fewer risks? You have to be able to articulate that and show that in a demonstrable way. And it can't just be, I'm me. That ain't good enough. You don't go into a job interview for a job that's paying $150,000 and say, I'm me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And say to my critics and detractors, this is the outcome of telling women you can have it all. You need to be happy. If the problem was infidelity, then you guys need to figure something out. If he were not cheating, could you be together?
Yes.
All right. Then y'all need to work that out. Because I'm not a fan of men cheating sloppily in particular. If he's going to do something as reckless as that, then he needs to make sure, one, he's not putting the family at jeopardy. Two, not bringing home any outside kids or diseases, not putting the family at risk, and not embarrassing you in person, in public or in private. That's what I believe. Have you told him, if you get this together, we can be together, but if you don't, we can't?
Yes, I have told him this plenty of
Okay.
times. I've told him like
Right.
stuff gotta go. You gotta, and then you have to get yourself together, you know.
All right, and you did, and I gotta ask you. This may sting, but did you tell him that after you had the first child, before you had the second?
I told him this after my
The
second
second.
child.
All right.
Yes. I told him this after my second child.
Have you guys
And
ever sat down and had any couples counseling?
no, we never have.
Then you need to try that. Because I
I
don't think
mean,
what you're asking for, I don't think what you're asking for is unreasonable. I think you have far better chance of having a happier life if you get this fixed than trying
yeah.
to go make something with somebody else who is not going. I'm concerned that the guy would not be getting the best deal for him. See, people may
I
not like my
completely
approach, but man, life is about a negotiation. You tell him, look, we can be together if this happens. Get it under control. Blah 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 blah. And I'm Mrs. and you Mister, Miss whatever, and Mister So and So. But then he also needs to hear something from a man like myself saying, man, if you're going to do something as reckless as cheating, you need to have some rules with it. Because you cannot be bringing home babies, diseases, put the family at risk, outside kids, and you can't be embarrassing your woman in person or in private, in public or in private. That's what Big Mom and Big Daddy had. They had rules. They had conversations. They didn't leave. That's what makes family. You work through the stuff. You don't just try to start build. Imagine if you started building a house, right? And you find a lot, and
Mm-hmm.
then you bring all the materials, and then you pour the concrete for the foundation. Then you start
Mm-hmm.
building. Then it rains. You don't go to find another lot to start all over. You dry it out and you continue to build. But in the black community, we got a bunch of partially built houses trying to make a neighborhood and community. No. The houses that survive the stuff like you guys had are the stronger for it after you really truly resolve the issue. I think it's far more reasonable. Just think about it. Suggest a path forward with him, couples counseling, put some ground rules out in public because I'm quite sure the girls will like her daddy home and y'all will probably be better off together. Because you really don't want, and let me also say this, you don't want a strange man around your daughters.
I don't. I don't.
I know. Does your child's father have any other children?
Yes, he does. He has two other children.
Are they in the same city?
Yes.
Uh, all right. Let me ask you this hard question: Are they around your daughters? Are they around your kids' age?
Yes, they are.
Okay. My father had a lot of kids, but you know what? He
Yes, his
married
his
my
his father.
but my father also married the woman who had most of his kids. So I'm gonna tell you right now, I know how this kind of goes. You would rather be the mother to marries him than because you know you feel some kind of way if you married one of the mother women. I know that. I mean, yeah, I know the language I'm speaking. It sounds weird, but trust me, I've seen mothers. I've seen it. I've lived it. And they stayed married till he died. He stayed married for the rest of their life. So
I think is with me, it's just like an embarrassment thing, like,
that's what I
okay,
said. No embarrassment in public or private. That's
I
why I
think it's
said it.
like, okay, you getting back with this, they tell like people, you getting back with
Well,
this guy and he did this and
uh huh.
he
You
cheated
mean
on
you mean
you
your
and
single child? You mean your single friend who ain't married? Yeah, that's right.
no,
I,
no, they
look, man.
are my
Look, ma'am.
friend.
Look, ma'am. Look, ma'am. I've seen this. Yes, you're getting back with my. I'm getting back with my child's father. We're making ourselves a family. Yeah, that's right. What you got to say about it? And if they got a problem, then you cut those friends. They ain't friends if they get coming at you with that. Single women keep women. These women have something to say. You said they're married.
Yes, like a lot of
Okay.
that's the reason why I feel
Okay.
like
Okay.
there's hope for me because my friends,
But
they've had outside children and they're married to a
okay.
man
All right.
that
All right. Play that game if you want to. You can do it. You can try it. 1 in 4 black women will marry in their lifetime. And I don't know if you watch my content, you
I,
will start to hear the men. Men are not rushing to be stepfathers. Simple, plain. They're not rushing to be stepfathers. And you believe there's hope. Okay, well, if that's the case, then take all the money out your 401k, your Fidelity investments, and everything else. Fly your ass out to Vegas and bet it all on 27 black on the roulette wheel. There's hope. You could win. You made the babies, man. So I'm gonna stick by what I said. I mean, but you can get to do what you want to. But I don't want to see a single childless man out there dealing with this mess. A man with all these kids. No, 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 no.
so
So,
should I just only date men with children?
God, do what you want. This is what I mean. And this is when you women become like children. Can it, mom, can I do whatever the hell you want? Because you are destined for, you want punishment, you want pain, keep it up. Go ahead, do what you want to do. Go ahead, date men with children. Ride the cock carousel. Be used and abused by men who will tell you they want whatever after they have hit it for a few months, then they're gone. Keep doing that. Keep recycling the Johnsons. until your daughters get to be about, pubescent age. Then keep bringing these men around your kids. Yeah, go ahead and do that. That makes more sense. Yeah, go ahead. Ride the cock carousel for the next 10 years. Start bringing these men around your prepubescent daughters. Yeah, that makes much more sense. What am I talking about? Yeah, it could happen. It could happen. Sure,
I
it
mean,
could.
my kid's father, he's an awesome father. Like,
Well, then, go, well, then, this ain't. I've said everything I can say. You made babies with him. You chose him. I don't want to see. But I tell you right now, honestly, I don't want to see a single childless man with you. I want to see him have a chance to build his own family. This is not a good deal for other men. Now remember, everybody, her child's father wants to be with her. She don't want to have no more babies. This is all
I
downside.
will. Yes, I
No,
will.
no, you don't want to have no more
I
babies.
will have more babies.
One baby, one out of two. Get the hell out of here. Oh my goddamn.
Wow, wow, wow. That's a very nice watch. And if you have been watching this video from the beginning, you have done yourself a good service because we have seen and heard and learned a lot from this video as well. Kevin Samuels talks to this 32-year-old modern woman that is, number one, shorter and overweight. One thing that stands out is the fact that she has 2 children. The man wants to marry her, but she doesn't want to stay with the man, citing reasons of infidelity. And that is one of the key reasons why she feels she's unhappy in this current relationship. I don't want to call it marriage because they're not married yet. She doesn't want to take it to the next level because the man is a cheater. And I want to thank the fact that Kevin Samuels brought this to her, explained bit by bit to a level that if you've been thinking of that I'll get another man, you need to start thinking twice because things may start getting serious at this moment. Which serious man will consider going for you at 32 years old with 2 children that is overweight? Even by the face itself, you're not a 10, you're not an 8, you're not a 7. Any man thinking about going for you needs to think twice. And therefore, it becomes very difficult for any man to consider going for a woman like her. Now, if there's a woman out there that has been thinking of the same thing, that has been going through the same scenario, that has had a fair example or similar experience like this woman, probably even sharing the same statistics or facts like weight, you need to consider your decision. If you're not happy where you are, you need to consider your decision because it will be very difficult for any other man to take you. Why? You'll be overweight, you will have 2 children, and the mere fact that if they're even daughters or they are girls, it's very difficult for a man to inherit or to go or to have a woman with 2 daughters. Daughters are quite expensive. Daughters are quite expensive, And I like the fact that Kevin Samuels tried to break it down for her to understand what she needs to lose in order to be happy and what she can do to make her to be happy anyway. In this case, we see Kevin Samuels suggesting that she can consider making this man better. Go for therapy. Go for counseling. Stick with him. Talk to him. If he's considering cheating, let him cheat in a proper way. Stay married. Let the children grow up together, but at least consider protecting the image of the children and the family safe. The mere fact that Kevin Samuels was able to hang onto this conversation for this while, I need to give him credit as well. He brought it up well. By the way, at first I thought the guy was going to break it out, but he was gentle. He gave her all the points, talked about the right things that any person would want to hear. And if she's really, really good with at least taking advice, I want to believe that Kevin Samuels gave him the best advice. Because looking at her weight, looking at her age, looking at even the burden she has, the 2 children, it becomes really difficult for any other guy to consider going in for her. Because the other options, women are so many. The other beautiful, young, slim girls around. Why would someone leave all those to come for you? So, the best solution that I at least speak from Kevin Samuels is consider reviving your marriage. Consider reviving your relationship with a man. Go for counseling, go for guidance, go for therapy, go to church as well. If it's possible, you can as well go to church. If we believe that that alone can help, it's important for you to go for it. Well, to me, that's what I think. And I want to believe that Kevin Samuels gave her the best advice at that time. We know Kevin Samuels passed on. At least this information that he left us is worth sharing. Now, if you're a man out there, what do you think about this video? If you're a woman out there and you've been watching this video, what do you take out of this entire dialogue? Because as a person, there's a lot to learn. There are key lessons to pick out. If you're a woman that is childless, the decisions that you do and take will affect you in the coming few years. Not far, few years. Consider making the right decisions if you want to have a better, beautiful life ahead. The partners that we choose, we need to make proper decisions onto the partners that we choose as well. I don't want to even question anything that we have heard and learned from this video, because this video is rich. It has given us all that anyone would want. It's a rich video with good lessons, with a good experience of this woman, and it has been created for all of us to learn. If you're single out there, know that if you rush into something, it may haunt you in the very near future. I want to leave a question to everyone that has been watching. What do you learn? What do you pick it out? What do you pick out of this video? Share your thoughts in the comment section. And I'm glad that at least you're going to give me your thoughts. Leave it down there and I'll gladly read them out. And I want to thank Kevin Samuels for the videos he left us to share. We learn a lot from these videos. We share them with other people. And I want to believe his message is still moving all over. Guys, be blessed. See you in the next upload.